YouTube, it is Hollywood Floss, the worst producer of all time, back with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna do a cook up. I got like some Synthwave samples from Audeobox. Shout out to Audeobox. If you don't know, Audeobox is a group of people who create loops, but they're kind of out. They're not the normal loops. They're kind of like inspiring and kind of Stranger Thingish. If that's a word. That's not a word, but anyways, that's the sound we're going for today. So I'm going to cook it up. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open them up and then we're gonna cook for y'all today. So they have something called big chord progressions. And then they got some different type of drums. So we're gonna set it around 90 to 100, and we're gonna see what I can cook up. Now the one that I think I want to go with is this song starter right here. So that's the one I think I'm going to use. It's from the 1985 kit. Like I said, it's like Stranger Thingish. So the first thing we're going to do is, since we know it's C and 90 BPM, we got a scaler just to check to make sure that we're in scale. But I'm going to take it to song pattern mode and move it over. Okay, so I'm going to go to all, make sure we get everything lined up, and we're going to push it on up here. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to go into Superior Drummer. And I want to use like a disco type of sound with these type of. That's a good one, that roomy one. So we're gonna move that one over here, and we're gonna replace that. So we got our kick, and now I want to also put it over here because when I mix it, I want to be able to separate it. So I got my kick over there, and then we need a good snare to start off. Always check to see if your snare sounds good with the loop. You don't want to have nothing crazy, do you? And you can make it like a disco sounding track. But I don't want too much swing on there. That sounds good right there. So we're gonna pull this one down, and we might have something here. All right. And I don't need all the extra bells and whistles, but I just do need this part down here, right? So let's see how this sounds. Ooh, sounding good so far. Remember, we're going for something different today. So we got the pattern now. Now this is where we start adding things up, and we see if everything checks out the way it's supposed to. So we're gonna go back up here, and we're going to song starter, and we're gonna open up scaler 2. Okay, so it shouldn't take long because I got some ideas now flowing there of how I want it to go, but I just got to make sure that I check it out. Okay, yes, we're gonna replace that. So it goes down, says A flat Lydian mode, but it also checks out for C minor. So we good, and we even got the chords if we want to add. So it checks out that it is C minor. So that's a good thing. So next thing I want to do is I want to open up an instance of arcade. I hit the wrong thing. Sorry about that. We're going to replace this with arcade, and we're gonna add like some vocal tones to it, and then see if we can find something in the synthwave category in arcade. Okay, so good. Look, we got some right here. Look, we're gonna download this and see what we can come up with, because I like this sound. So we got some good stuff to choose from. We're gonna go into the real deal one and see if we can come up with something dope. All right, 1 second. Okay, so I have found this little sound here. So we're gonna add that in. This is at F, so we're gonna go into F. And we're gonna bring it at the halfway mark. So let's see how that sounds. It's perfect. So that just sits in the pocket. It doesn't do too much damage. Okay. But I also don't want to use too many arcades because it crashes the CPU. But I also want to add more. So I'm gonna heat up 3. And then I'm going to open up some choirs. And we know we're in C minor, so we just go to the C scale. Okay, so we just got to find something dope. We're going to see if that works. Hey. So what you want to do is you want to go into the C minor scale. So we know we're going to go to helper, scale, C minor, and then we're going to just make sure we and we're just going to find what we can latch on to. And all we got to do is really go here. You know, scalar did the work for us. So A flat, C, then E. So don't work too hard. A flat, C, and then so we got it going. We just gotta complement it. So what can we use to complement it? Come on. Go back to C, so yeah, we're going back down to C, I guess, but I guess we'll use a different version. Let's see. Alright, now we just got to turn that part down because we want it to blend in a little bit better. Alright. And then we're going to open up another instance. Hey, that heat up came in. That heat up 3 came in clutch. We're going to open up an instance of the weekend and we're going to go to the synth bass. Let's see if we got a good synth bass. Ooh. That might, all I know, attention. There it is right there. You can find it. And then we're going to follow those same chord notes from that. So we're going to follow that. But we're going to go down. Nah, let's go. Okay, let me work with that 1 second. Okay, so I'll play with the bass line a little bit more. Hey, we got something here. We got something, and at this point, you know, you just go ahead and track out everything, but I feel like a lot of times we don't show you guys as people who are doing tutorials, we don't show you guys how you can, you know, break down. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and you're going to go to pattern and you always want to go to split channel to get a proper mix. So this just loosens everything up. But the thing we don't show you, or we don't do a good job of showing you, you know, how you can flip this part right here. So of course you're gonna need it to come in and play a different part. But just some key things before we get out. I'm gonna put the track on the loop on track 1, right? And then I'm gonna go over to the mixer, and I know it's on track 1, so I'm just gonna use halftime on it just to open it up. And you can do whatever you want with the halftime, and then you can have it go in and out. So create an automation clip. And what I like to do is just to give it some, because it's already a 4-bar loop, so it's going to get repetitive. So you don't want to get too repetitive, so kind of just give it some. Now, since this is you already got the halftime, and then this is regular. On this one, you can either leave it the same and do some drum drops, or copy this one over, make this one unique, go inside it and pitch it up. But always do like 12, because that's a full semitone up, so it still stays in key. So hey, and then bring the drums back in. So right here, we started with just halftime, and then we got just a regular hook going, but then we kind of spiced it up by the end so it doesn't feel the same. We dropped out some of the drums, then we came back to the original, and then when it gets to this part right here, we're able just to play the choir with the vocal sample. Then we switch it up, we add the drums, and then we can kind of manipulate the drums and do take out some of the hi-hats or whatever the case may be, and then just play with it, then bring back the hook. So you just want to play with those sounds. But let me know what you think in the comments. Did you enjoy a different type of cook-up today? Today we messed around with like a synthwave type of beat, just a loop and flipping the loop and making it our own. So let me know what you think. It's your boy Hollywood Floss, the worst producer of all time. Leave those comments, leave those likes, hit the like and subscribe button, and let me know what kind of vibes you feeling next and what you feeling this one. Peace.